Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jeremy from Disc Golf Deals USA. I might have one of the weirdest discs that's about to drop in disc golf in a while. It's called the Bernoulli roller. This thing is definitely weird. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use it, but we're gonna go explore it. Let's go. This is the Bernoulli Bailey roller. Now, first off, this thing is big. It's almost the size of like an ultimate disc, but probably one of the most unique things is, check out this profile. I mean, they kind of manufactured a higher parting line here, and they put this huge bead that ends up scooping up on the end. They claim it's supposed to be a roller. This thing looks like it's going to be probably the most overstable thing on the planet, which usually isn't a good indication of a great roller. So we're going to throw it around and see how it rolls, flies, does other things. Let's go find out. All right, so first off, we're just gonna throw it in a field here, see how it flies. That'll give us a good indication of what it's supposed to be used for. Like I said, it's called the Bailey roller, so you would think it's understable. Usually you want your roller disc to be understable disc, but let's see what this thing is. Yeah, I wouldn't call that understable at all. Okay, so this is clearly not an understable disc, which usually means it's not going to be a great roller unless you're doing strictly forehand roller stuff. So let's try that. And before we do the forehand roller, another interesting thing about this is it is kind of in a base plastic too, which I don't know. Positives, negatives to having it in base plastic, but it's kind of a weird shape to it. I'm not sure the integrity of this is really going to hold up in that base plastic. All right, like I said, forehand rollers are great with overstable discs. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that thing is so overstable, it's hard to get it on the edge. All right, let's try that again. All right, we're getting down to the ground, straight upright. I might even put it on more of this kind of angle too. Oh my gosh, it's still so overstable, it's cutting to the right. All right, definitely getting some good roll out of it, and it's not going to its belly. So usually when you throw roller discs, they have a tendency to end up on the flight plate. Like that's usually, no matter how you throw it, once it runs out of steam, it's gonna flop onto its flight plate. This one's the opposite. It's flopping to the rim side or the open side of the disc, which tells me this disc is about as overstable as a tilt. Since this thing is super overstable, like on the tilt side, maybe we need to try some like thumber, some bear bite type lines with this one. That might be really what this is good at. All right, here we go. We're gonna do a thumber, but we're gonna go kind of a la bear bite, where you're kind of throwing it almost like just an upside down shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, flies way better upside down than it does right side up. There we go. Definitely one of the weirdest discs to come out. The thing just looks strange. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't mind picking up weird discs. Honestly, I gotta think, what were they thinking when they named this disc? Because this thing is definitely not a roller disc. Let me show you what a roller disc is supposed to do. All right, this is one of my favorite roller discs right here. The Founder, the Lumen Founder from Discmania. All I have to do is throw this nice and flat, and it basically does all the work for you. There we go. Look how flippy that is, and then it just gets down on a perfect roller line. Bye-bye. So that's what a roller disc is supposed to do. Now, let me show you what happens when I try to make the roller disc a roller. All right, so we already know it's super overstable, so I can't throw this flat. It's just gonna hook way over there. So what I can try to do is try to get it down as soon as I can on a backhand line. Let's see what happens. Oh, see, it's so overstable, it almost got to flat before it hit the ground. Yeah, this thing is definitely not a roller disc at all. Well, if you're looking for something super unique that is definitely not going to be a great roller disc, but just going to kind of be fun to pull out and show your buddies, do some weird shots with it, or like I said, if you like super overstable discs that do funky things, they even fly better upside down, this is another one of those in that category that you can add to your collection. Well, maybe I kind of figured out the magic trick with that one. Forehand roller on a lot of anhyzer. That'll get you some decent roll. All right, I might need to explore this some more. Okay, did I find the cheat code on this one? Let's try it again. So usually when you do a forehand roller, you want to put it on this type of angle, and then it's going to have a tendency to roll that way. But this one wants to flip this way. So we got to put like Anheuser roller on it. Let's see, Twicer's luck. Oh, that's it. And then it does finally finish to the left. All right, well, we might have accidentally found what this Bailey roller is really good at, which is a very specific roller shot. It's doing an Anheuser forehand roller. Now, like I said, usually when you do forehand rollers, you want to put them over here. It's more of a natural position, and then it'll finish over here like that. But when you put this thing, it's so overstable, it'll actually hold this edge very long. It even wants a tendency to stand up. So it is kind of a unique roller shot. So if you want kind of a complicated, unique roller disc, or just something super overstable, kind of like a tilt, this thing is very unique. Kind of a fun disc to throw around and show your buddies. But if you want a nice, easy to throw roller disc, highly recommend this disc right here. Can't go wrong. Definitely one of my favorite. Pull out, throw it nice and flat, gives you immediate rollers off the get-go. Well, if you're looking to get any of these discs, head on over to Disc Golf Deals USA. Till I see you next time, peace out.